So tell me a little bit more about this new job. How'd you like, you got the new job quite quickly after you came on the program?
After months, yes, I started a new position, but even it's happened earlier. It's happened like after 2 weeks when I done with my interview, I done with my tasks, and then other 2 weeks was, this preparation for work. Very important, and thank you very much for your program. My best of the best. I very like, it's my professional life changing. It's your course, Agile and BDD Requirements Discovery. It's a BDD blueprint. It just not only changed my understanding, give me understanding, because I'm in profession a long time, almost 5 years. And, because I read your posts, and, understanding BDD in our industry, not very proper. Yes, and how we working with requirements and how we present in our requirements. Yes, using cucumber and gherkin, we're not really proper, and people not really understand what is BDD and how it's proper implemented. I previously was in the same stage, but after I went through the course, this features mapping, how we speak, how these 3 Amigo sessions, how different team members communicate between each other. Because in our company, working with requirements, business analysts, they working with requirements. And then they present it to us, and we have discussions. It's happened without us, they working with our clients, and they look what our clients want and what we present and how we understand, and what will be your impact QA and developers, and even mostly QAs. It's how it's happened. And then we have discussions, and then we agreed, and then it will be our final requirements. Then it's how it works. Yes.
And so the BDD training, that sort of really changed the way you see BDD and helped you get the job then.
Yes, I understand. I had my task. I had my task, and there was, write test cases. I sent you, yes, in a cucumber format. Write test cases, yes. Here for you some application. I see first time. I had just couple hours. You need understand application properly, and how you will test and create couple test cases, but in this gherkin format. Cucumber. And when I not will have behind me, do not learn previously this course, I not will understand such good and deeply, and I'm not sure I will pass this task. Of course, I will. No, do not understand me wrong. I have experience. I will pass. Because I will Google it. Yes, I have Udemy course about behavior-driven development. I have previously, I bought your course. I have, because it's interesting for me and I want to know. But then I understand difference. And I did a right choice. And I create for myself user stories properly. I understand what is this concrete person, who's a person, that was a student, and not me or I, this is what mistakes going on around very often. And I created this 2 test cases, and I was confident, and I know what I'm doing, and I did it, and I win.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a very, very helpful.
So how would you compare, say, learning from Udemy or YouTube or whatnot with the Dojo program?
Yeah, it's like, it's not my information. I saw this in LinkedIn. Udemy, it's like plate with apples, and every apple bitten, little bite, starting course, you try because you buy it, and then it's not meet your expectation, and it's staying there. In Udemy, I finished only one course because I very like mobile testing. It was for advanced mobile testing, mobile programs. For me, it was very interesting, and I finished it. And I very like it. All other, I have courses, and that course is also interesting when you see what included, yes, and like you see menu in restaurant, and you go, wow, here we go, will be a nice meal. But then when you go and like, maybe this pasta, not this what I expected. Okay, I will, when I will be hungry, I will be back, and all. But Dojo, this program, our Serenity Dojo program, different because your courses and how you create these courses, it's different, and it's very interesting with examples, like you told, the real world examples. They just built differently. Them interesting to watch. Just very, and I very like even this Java. It's difficult programming language, yes, and like everybody know it. And I very like you created these classes, cat, dog, and hamster, and you have one cat, another cat, and you name this cat, like, this is my cat name, Spot, and tuna, and favorite food, and something. It's very nice. It's making connection. It's easy for people to understand. Everybody have cat almost, and okay, cat tone like mew or sound, something, a very good approach, not something like skyrockets, for people difficult to imagine. A little bit close to the life. It's helping me. Even I'm new and we're scared to death, all this, and even we know, you not need to know this, you will never use it. And by the way, in my work, we started automation project, and I included in this project as well. And I very want, and I do not afraid, because I know I have your materials, Dojo materials, and when I will something don't know, I will find for sure answer there. And this is very important, is like, do not sit in your shell. I just open your box and be like a surprise. What? And I told, I would like to be in this program because I very want, and this new project for us at work, and I showing very good results, because we don't know where like to start, because like not really, but everybody really know. And I told, look, and I use in my notes from Dojo program, and then we can adapt like this user story for us, because I have base, and when you have base, you can create like new dish, understand, when you know. And it's very this what I would like to tell also, like, I'm artistic personality, why using this better to understand, like, you have filled with cabbage, and to find good cabbage, what you want for salad, very difficult. You can run half a day. But when you have basket, in basket 5 or 6 cabbages, much easier to pick, yes? Because okay, like it's already best of the best, just pick from here. And use it.
Serenity Dojo is a basket full of cabbages.
Yes, this is what I'm telling you. This is what I mean. Yes, and you just picking your cabbage and get a look. We can use this, and I have noses. Seriously, it's work. And when like our lead or manager will check, and when something not proper, can be adjusted, but you have something, where to start. And it's very helpful.
So the program's not only helped you get into that job, but now that you're doing automation, it's also giving you the foundation for building the
Yes,
automation framework.
exactly. Exactly. This is what I would like to tell you. You see, and even you have green background. You like basket cage.
I'll put a cabbage field.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
That's excellent.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, it's true. And you see, even it's not, I'm working, and I usually all the time joined these sessions, our sessions on the morning. And for me, very difficult because very early, then work, and then very long day, and I'm really tired, and I not really can. And then sessions was like something changing timing. It's life, But I all time watching this our live sessions. I watching them when they recorded. I watching in recording. I don't miss nothing. I'm watching, and I, how I'm learning. It's me. I watching and understanding. I need at least couple times because it's new and it's difficult, to catch. It's not. I know other people. They just watching it and I'm done and I'm pass. It's not work for me. I want to learn. I not want pass. Understand? Like in school, pass and all. No, I learning because it's benefiting me, because it's need for me, like for professional. Why I returning and returning and returning. And, it's repeating, it's mother learning and understanding. Yes, repetition. Yeah. Yes. And how I watching.
So it's really good to hear how well you've done out of the program, how it sort of turned around the.
Yes.
You got a new job, you got confidence in the automation.
Yes.
Practices in the work, you're doing new things. Yeah, that's awesome.
Very nice. And we, in our program, we also have from you some examples about banking system. And it's also very benefiting me. Oh, cool. Because it's very different and very different environment and everything very secure, because it's people's money. And you not really can play around, and you have your testing environment and you have your testing data, and this data need be very similar to real data, because you cannot create some very dumb data, because results will be the same. How data such results will be? You need the results closer to real customer, because corporation work, our corporation work with corporations, not only with individuals. It's milliards money. It's a big financial institution. One from 25th, the biggest in United States. And I in main office, yes. Yes.
That's really good.
Yes, and I'm very glad. I'm very happy, and I'm very trying. And it's not very easy, but yes,
So for someone who's sort of on the fence about joining the program, what advice would you give them?
What advice? 100% jump to the program, because it's a chance. It's a chance for professional, and not matter what, like quality assurance engineer, not matter how many years you in profession, you new or you middle, you will find for yourself very important information. Even I will tell you professionally life-changing information, like for me, and it will be your like a base, and it will be, I can tell, it will be your power, because serenity is a power. Power can be different, but this was for me, and I feel in it, and I know I have it. Why I ask you why it was so important for me, I will still have it, because I will use it for for all my professional life.
Brilliant.
And yes, and learn, and do not afraid. Like even when you not QA automation yet, yes, because when I joined, people in our live session with I see different level, and people know something. And first time I was a little bit scared. Oh my goodness, I don't know nothing as I know. I don't know. I'm here to learn, and I will learn in my way. And what is very important, you can learn in your way, and you can benefit yourself, and you do not feel like you behind some of your class, some your teammates, because you team with your teacher, with you. Make sense?
Mm.
And in this way, when you have like some problems, I see students asking you questions, and I ask when I had, but I learn in my way. I better like repeat, and I will get it. And very important, you have understanding. When you something don't know, you have understanding. This BDD blueprint training helped me to really understand product, to understand relationships between different departments, to understand like requirements, and understand our customer needs, business needs, like you're telling us all the time. We're working, we try and benefit business needs.
Yeah, so it's all about adding value. So I'm glad they're useful.
Yes, yes, thank you, for sure.
Well, I won't take any more of your time. I'll let you get on with your day. And thanks so much for chatting.
Thank you, John.
And like I said, reach out if you need anything.
Thank you. Have a blessed evening. Thank you. Stay safe. And I wish you peace.